Munchkin Adversary. This is a video for those who have been crying for help, you've been neglected and all that, and for those of you who cry for help, but you use your anger out on people who never asked for it, or those you're taking it too far with. I know I made over like 100 videos already. It's because so many of your cries or someone else's cries were ignored. Negligence plays a big role in the Sonic93 and Vic Mignogna slash Mock Rial situations, and I'm tired of many of you being neglected. It's terrible. Many people have gotten killed over situations like that. Many people have committed suicide over situations like that. I don't want it happening to any of you or anyone, period. Not to Sonic93, not to Monica Riel or Vic, not their fans, no one. It's time to take this stuff seriously. I don't care if you don't want to take it seriously. You need to. If you can't do anything about it, please just whistle blow. Do something if you see this and you got a gist of it. So, for those of you who willingly spread hate, you have to know spreading hate equals self poison. I don't know if you have a little mainstream Chucky or reboot Chucky voice in your head telling you to go out to somebody like, go out to Sonic93, to Vic or Monica. You need to stop. It's not worth it. You're hurting them, you're hurting yourself, you're hurting those you weaponize. There are different ways to face and even reform from cancel culture. One way is to pit its essence against itself. Not everyone needs to be called out. You don't need permission from a random stranger to talk, bleep about them during your own free time away from them. You don't like them, leave them be. Because making threats and videos for the sake of gaining attention over them is you begging the world to give a bleep about who you hate, your own trash talk, your bragging rights, and your lack of pity points. The reason why I'm reading it like that is because I'm not in the mood to sailor mouth right now, and I'm actually opening up to like a wider audience, so to speak. So yeah, whatever. Don't judge, or maybe do judge. Also, some people deserve to be called out, pal. A knockoff like you deserves to be straight up canceled. I mean, look at me. I got a freaking six pack. That makes me real good guy material. So you know I deserve that spotlight, you freaking thief! Now, if you don't want to be my matching buddy, then why didn't you say so? It's perfectly okay to be a hater, Chucky. Just try not to rub it in, or you'll end up hating yourself. Yep, Mark Hamill voice aside, I love Brad Dourif and his daughter, especially in the mainstream series that I saw. But, if you've seen Chucky, you don't like it, I sympathize with you either way. That aside, you folks who think you get good out of harassing someone, for example, you people who attack Vic and Monica to this day, you attack Sonic93 to this day, this is you as Plankton and, Sing Sung from Mortal Kombat. How can you truly enjoy what was never there to begin with? Your actions. A hater's copium. You could learn a thing or two from Plankton. Holographic meatloaf. Your holographic copium, basically. Or, your clout is mine. Pretty much. Going into this, I'm going to break it down. I noticed that many of you get so butthurt over a silver fangirl or a guy who's blonde with tight jeans or a lady who voiced Bulma and Bienfu from Tales of Basari, I think, a cat in a hat that was very weird to me but otherwise cute. And you just act like this is Mega Man and his mom versus Capcom 4 talking. You going like, Ooga Booga Man! Like, you can't just let it go. The person you hate or view majorly as cringe may seem like a bad aftertaste in your mouth, but instead in your mind. The issue is that sometimes it isn't the person, place, or thing themselves, but rather how we perceive or project such. Sometimes our thoughts or perceptions are our obstacles. Those things can also be part of our anxiety, but anxiety itself is not the same as obsessions and nitpicking. although they could both factor into such. It's important for us to identify our obstacles because resentment is another form of obstacle that may speak our language and cater to our desires. But in reality, resentment can, but not by default, play mind games with us in which we can and have taken our feelings out on the wrong people while seeking the wrong solutions. Lies are also obstacles and anxiety factors, no matter who you tell them to or the results we may seek with them. Because you'd have to keep your deceit consistent and tamed, and what you say can affect anyone, including yourselves. This is one of the reasons lying can very well and has hurt people. This is the case with people who went after Sonic 93. They tried to keep the narratives consistent, but because none of you truly know each other and you don't even truly know Sonic 93, you've been messing up on your lies. This also lines up with those who enjoy making public callouts and drama messages or videos for the sake of gossiping and attacking others to collect clout. You don't really need to say something to someone, but your level of resentment may cause you to feel hate or mass dislike for that somebody, and just enough to want to humiliate them or say whatever the hell you want due to your self entitlement. But you feel very vulnerable without the attention, love, and privilege to attack that person. So then you make up a fake or horrible reason and try to get as many people to side with you to make you look good. And then you and those people feel the need to lie in order for folks to believe you all to keep that trend going. But in the end, you all lose because you're stuck with your lies. The damage on those you weaponize and lie to, self poisonous hate, and fear of slipping up for the rest of your lives. Clout boasting, slander is a dangerous marketing game that never should have been a thing. This is why you people, you need to leave Vic Mignogna, Monica Rial, Mars Girl, whoever, and Sonic 93 all alone. You need to leave each other alone if you're doing this because you're taking yourself down and taking people down with you. It's not fun. Stop it. And for those of you, before I wrap up, those of you who go to us for help and anyone who's been coming to me, I do not mean any offense. It's just that I need for you to take charge in your concerns, to actually speak up more. You may speak up already, but it's not enough. You speak to me, you've made some videos, or you've actually made tweets or whatever, messages, but you have to throw in the full context at times. You have to say, hey, I'm sick and tired of this. And then you do have to mention who you're talking about at times because some people are going to be confused. You cannot keep it in for long. I'm not angry at you. I'm not like pissed or upset in any way at you, but it affects the rest of us and it's affecting you because when you rely so much on us, you start feeling less and less self reliable. You don't really believe in yourself. This is why I'm making these videos because I'm showing you you don't have to have a PowerPoint presentation to call someone out for a good reason. You don't have to have a motion capture or some type of cinematic feature just to get your point across. But you do have to be consistent. You have to be mindful of those you are spreading this message to or anyone, even those you call out, because no one should be called a lost cause. No one should be treated like they are worthless and deserve to be outed all because someone came to you and acted like they're your God. Please, even if you're coming to me for help, I want you to ask yourselves, is it because you don't want to do it? Or is it because you need help and you want resolution? Resolution. You want a solution. That's what I meant. But anywho, that's the thing. What I mean by that is, do you want me to do something about it because you don't want to think about it? Or do you want something done because you've tried or you're scared, you don't know what to do, you don't know what you can do or what you should do, and you want a way to resolve it even if you can or can't do it alone? That's what's important. Because if you're telling me or anybody that you don't want to put up with it, you don't want to think about it, you're saying you don't care about us or even the people who genuinely come to us for help. You only care about your own hide and if something gets done or not your way. Stop asking people for help if you're doing this. Stop asking people for help all because you don't want to think about something. You should want to ask people for help because you're struggling, you're not sure, or you want pointers, or you honestly can't do it, but you want resolve. That is why. How we handle things matters. It's a problem if we just handle it anyway and we don't care about the results as long as it's in our favor and it just stopped because this is the case with the Sonic 93 situation and the Vic and Monica situations. People keep trying to aim for a special resolve in which things go their way. They get hurt and we victory points. No, be mindful of the people you are calling out. Stop spreading hate. It will never end. The cycle will continue.